Hey, how's it going? It's Quinny, and today the world ends in 1 hour. How are we gonna spend it? What will we do with that 1 hour? Let's find out. This game was made by Find Aiden on Steam. Game link will be in the description as always. Let's go ahead and hop right in. I'm finding out as I'm aging that I'm in love with the world. Maurice Sendak. Z. Oh. So I guess the world ends in an hour, huh? Not even the world. It's mostly just everything. Let's look around and see what there is to see. Okay. Z. It's a door. Yeah, I know it's a door. Go through it. If I can. If I'd like to. Can I walk through? Can I enter through it? No, I guess I'm just inspecting. I am just a bit of an inspector ghost boy. What's over here, I wonder? If you had an hour left on this earth, what would you even do? Would you be able to even do anything? Would you... I feel like I would spend more time trying to figure out what my last thing would even want... what last thing I'd even want to do before everything just vanishes into the void, you know? What is this? Yeah, you're right, dog. I agree with you on that one. Who is it? Uh-huh. Get up! Get up, buddy! What time is it? Fuck. What time is it? Fuck! What time is it? Shit. Dude, he seems like he's going through it in life. This is me in the morning. Yup. I missed it. Of course I fucking did. So much for not fucking up a single thing. Well, hey, on the bright side, at least you have 57 minutes left on this earth. You doing... what else do you have to say for yourself, buddy? Oh, sorry. You're trying to talk to me, right? Hi. Sorry for ignoring you. My day's not going well. Well, I mean, I just woke up. What I meant is, I'm not in a really jolly mood. It's just been a rough couple days, is all. Just a rough couple days. I guess he's going back to sleep. I won't bother you anymore, sir. I'm going to continue on my journeys. Huh. 3 minutes have already gone by. Crazy. Crazy work. Let's see what's over here. Oh, typewriter. This is where a lot of time goes. Oh. Hello. Apologies. I was not expecting you to arrive so soon. I hoped for a few more cycles at least. If I knew you were coming, now I would have made sure everything was of a higher fidelity than it is now. Hey, typewriter, I need you to type faster. Oh well. Poets and poems. Listen, man. All I want to do is talk to the monkey that wrote Shakespeare. All I want to do is talk to the one monkey that was able to write Shakespeare with an infinite amount of time given in this earth. But the thing is, we don't seem to have an infinity. We seem to have only 55 minutes and 56 seconds. I seem to be wandering aimlessly in this void of whatever's left in this world. This universe, even. Have I ever asked myself what I am? I am but a ghost, but was I always this way? Did I ever enjoy the delicacy that is pizza? Deep dish pizza? Have I ever been to Little Caesars? Have I ever gotten a slushie from 7-Eleven? Very good questions. What is this? Hello there. What are you? Hey. What you think of the painting? Oh, I think it looks quite swell. It seems to be giving me an as above so below kind of vibe, you know? On the left side you have what seems to be boxed off, and on the right side you seem to have open space and layers, but yet it feels disconnected. Yeah, I've been working on it for a while. It's more work than it looks like. But hey, aren't most things... Okay, I remembered something. Can I get mad for a second? Thanks. Alright, so I just gotta talk about this with somebody or I'm gonna die. I mean, we're gonna die anyway. I need to rant about this. Okay, so like a week or two back, right? I was on this server channel group chat thing, you know, Discord. You ever heard of Discord? And it has like a self-promo art channel thingy. And I like lurking in there, adding a little reacts to people's stuff. And it usually has a pretty chill vibe to it. People are pretty nice there. But this one time, a girl posted a drawing there. And I'm gonna begin by saying, it wasn't great. But like, people just went wild on her drawing. And it didn't help that she was also responding a lot to the comments. And everyone was pretty heart over brains over it all. It just borderline turned into a fight. Basically, she never studied anatomy and color theory or like anything, nothing. But she really liked her cartoons and anime. So her art style was, let's say, coalescent. But like, she didn't give a fuck, right? She wasn't like, okay, I must learn as many different techniques as possible so I can more efficiently express my intentions. She didn't give a fuck. She just wanted to make a drawing. She had no desire for improvement whatsoever. And yeah, I like seeing people get better at stuff. It's great. But if she doesn't want to, she doesn't want to. Like, making stuff is meant to be fulfilling. It's meant to be fun. If you're doing stuff just because other people wouldn't stop talking about how you had to do it, if you're doing something that you don't think it's fun, you're not gonna want to do it, right? And if you try to fucking bully someone into doing something the right way, not only are you gonna fail, you're gonna be discouraging them into doing stuff in the future. And who knows? Maybe someday she's naturally gonna want to look into learning how to make better stuff. And if she doesn't, that means she was always satisfied with her art. And that's more than so many people can say. If somebody's not hurting anybody, like, who cares? Stop trying to make everything fit into your production-centric idea of quality. I'm tired of gatekeepers. I'm tired of people saying that art has a threshold. Don't they get how discouraging that is? How many people do you know think, how many people do you think have dreamed day in and day out of making something? People who had the resources to do so, but never made anything because they thought that it wouldn't be good enough, that it wouldn't be actual art. How many people do you think have made something truly magnificent, but never got there because they didn't get enough encouragement? Because people... Oh? I just thought of somebody. So, there was this girl, right? We used to hang out in a high school. She used to make comics. She didn't show them a lot of people. She didn't show them to a lot of people. She did to me. Oh? What is happening? Oh, this is gorgeous. What is this? Her drawings looked awkward as hell, and the writing was unbelievably stiff. But the look in her eyes when she finished a story was impossible to replicate. They glowed. You could tell she put all the love in the world and all the work she possibly could into them. And I loved it too. One day, people can cause abhorrent things to happen to those they consider lesser. I don't like this topic I dug myself into. Let's talk about something else. Oh, okay. Well, would you like to talk more about your art and your creative process? What would you like to do? Yeah. I'm working on this project here. I've been working on progressively less and less abstract paintings. And when I get to the point where I'm just painting reality, I'll set all my paintings on fire. Then I'll grind everything like the wood ash until it's all homogeneous dust. I'll put all that in a box, mix it well, and spread the ashes as far and as wide as I possibly can. I think my message is clear enough. I hope the feeling catches on. I pray the feeling catches on. Hopefully, eventually, people's sense of fulfillment won't be based off of a patchwork cataloging system we came up with on the spot. But, we'll see. Huh. You have a lot to say about this, and I love that, actually. I love that for you. Alright. Sorry to cut the conversation short, but I really gotta work on this if I want to finish it by the time I'm dead. Also, I'm not really in the mood for talking anymore. You can still hang around if you want. My laptop's over there. You can cue music. Just don't, like, fill it up. Make it one mine, one yours or something. Yeah, that's why we have Spotify, like, merge playlists. Also, like, please put some chill music. Your noise playlists are just too so creepy and spoopy, dog. Okay, alright. I really gotta stop talking now. Sorry. I need to finish this. Talk to you later. What an interesting person. What a very so interesting person. Is he just... he's just there. Okay. Can I move? Okay, let's get out of here. Alright, well... that was a very interesting conversation. And it's very poignant about art and what we consider to be art and what we consider to strive for within ourselves, because when we put stuff out there, it makes us vulnerable to people's thoughts and comments, and some of them aren't the best. Some of them are genuinely trying to help from their own perspectives, but at the end of the day, we are all individuals trying to do our best to make what we want. And sometimes, you know what? Fuck it. Sometimes we don't do our best. Sometimes we just make something because we want to make something, because we have that we all have that creative spirit within us. And I think for the most part, I think that's okay. You know? Just like he said. Just like what I'm doing right now. Like when I make videos and I talk to you guys. Like it's kind of the same thing where some days I really like the things that I make and sometimes I really don't. But as long as I put something out there, you know, you never know what resonates with people, you know? There are some videos that I might not even know affect someone's life, but I'm still here and I will always be here to put them out, you know? That's kind of just a message to you guys. This game is very, very interesting. I am very much invested in this. Hello? You seem to be covered by fog. What are you? I can't exactly make you out. What are you? Oh, hey there. Oh, it's a little squeaker box. What say you, sir? Hello? Hello? I don't think I can see you. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Ghosty. Didn't see you there. Hi. Well, you seem to be covered, but, what do you have to say? What would you like to talk about? Oh, there you are. How are you? I think I've been okay. It's alright if you don't feel like talking. I don't feel as loud as I usually am either. Huh. But, it would be nice to chat, I guess, if you want to. I think I've ascribed the wrong voice acting to this person. We're gonna go with it anyway. Alright, the world's ending. Yeah, it is. Oh, sometimes I forget that the clock's even up there. We got 42 minutes and 49 seconds left. It's been ending for a while. Did you know that? I'm not even sure how I know that. I just know it. I can't explain it. There's this burning feeling deep inside of me that makes me aware of it. Like when you look at the sky and you just feel the blue. You don't have to ask yourself if there's anything going on in the sky that's making any blue happen. You just look at it and you're bombarded with blue from all angles. Unless it's cloudy, then you're bombarded with a very spooky and cool gray sky. An awesome mantle of darkness covering the world. I lost my train of thought. What I was saying is, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I've also heard of other people who know it. I tried reaching out to them, but I couldn't. Too far away. Too little time. Well, not really, actually. I had plenty of time. I might have started feeling it coming near, maybe. As far as a year ago? But at the same time, I wasn't so sure. I thought it was just a general anxiety. I thought it was just what growing up did to you. And people did talk about how they felt all emotional and stuff my age. But like, looking back now, I realize I should have done something. Anything. But I get why I didn't. I was scared. I didn't know what was going on. And the little voice that was whispering in my ear about the end of the world was too quiet for me to know what he was saying over the sound of all the other noise everything else makes. And now it's too late. And I'll never get to talk to another person who knows what's going on. I've tried talking about it to the people around me, but they all react super weirdly to it. This time I walked up to my mom and I was tearing up and shaking and just feeling bad. And she looked at me. She was making soup. She turned around and she looked at me. And she saw me crying and she looked down and went like, "Oh my gosh, what happened? Are you okay?" and stuff. She looked so worried. And with all my willpower, after waiting like a minute, I gathered all my courage and said it. I talked about how I felt like the world was ending. How there was this link I had with everything that just made me know that we didn't have much time at all. I talked about the weird symptoms I started having, about how I was more sure of this than I was of anything else in my life. My throat started to tighten so hard I could barely breathe. My eyes were locked shut. My fists were closed in so tight that my nails left a mark in my palms. I was so scared. After a bit, I stopped talking, but she didn't say anything. We just stood there in silence, in the dark. We stayed like that for, I don't even know how long. It felt like 10 minutes, but I wasn't feeling okay, so who knows? All I know is during that time, I was feeling too anxious to say or do anything. But my mom didn't do anything either. She just stayed there, kneeled down with her hand on my shoulder, without saying a word or moving an inch. After a while, I started feeling less anxious, my arms started being less tense, and my throat started opening up again. When I was calmer, I opened my eyes again. They were heavy, and it took a second or two. I looked up. I don't think I can forget her face. She looked dead. Not like dead, just... She looked like her body was empty. She was staring at me, but there wasn't a hint of life in her eyes. She was completely deadpanned. I know that saying it like that makes it sound like she looked like she was dead. She absolutely didn't. She looked alive, but also like there was no thinking to go together with the rest of her. It was empty, piercing eyes and a slightly open mouth. That's what she looked like. Anyway, we just stayed there like that for a minute or two, looking at one another, like the world's most bone-chilling staring contest. After a bit, something made a weird noise outside and we both reflexively looked at where it came from, and without missing a beat, she got up, started stirring the soup, and turned to me with this super warm smile and said, "Oh, there you are, sweetie. Dinner's almost done. Won't you be a rose and call everyone?" Like we didn't just spend the last 20 minutes doing whatever we just did. Like I wasn't pale like the moon, like I wasn't about to pass out from lack of air in my brain. I tried ignoring what happened and doing what she told me to, but my leg gave out and I fell in the corridor, and I couldn't stand up. I stayed there after a while. I fell asleep. Woke up in my bed, lovingly tucked in and everything. I don't know how I got there. I never asked. I don't know how much time we have left, but I feel like we're getting really close. Yeah, there's like 35 minutes left, buddy. 35 minutes and 14 seconds. Like, I'm getting that feeling when you're looking down a cliff, like we're at the edge of it. It's scary. Adrenaline eating everything else. I'm lightheaded. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. But I have to stay awake. I have to. I'm pretty sure it's today. I'm almost positive. I can feel the world warping around me. Sometimes I can't even tell where my skin ends and the rest of the universe begins. Sometimes I don't know where I am. I'll look up and I'll see those shapes in front of nothing instead of the sky. Infinitely large, infinitely far away shapes. Moving very, very slowly. And I'll feel so cold. A cold air with no wind. And then as soon as I left, I'll come back to here, to my regular life, like I never even left. But more and more I seem to be there more often than I'm here. More and more it feels like here isn't even fully coming back. Sometimes it won't even fade fully, like I'll be 2/3 in the real world and then I fade back out again. To be honest, I don't even know what the real world is anymore. The times where I can look at the normal sky, I can barely recognize it. Like, I know what it is. It's just the normal sky. It looks normal, but it doesn't feel like it. I can't feel the blue anymore. It's just a boundless mantle of nothing covering my home. I don't think I'll ever be able to look at the sky normally again. Ever. Sometimes if it's really quiet, I can hear something. I don't know what it is. It's too faint for me to make it out. It's like violins or a choir or something. It sounds like an opera. An opera of people crying. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't even think it's coming from anywhere. It's just there. In the background. Always. Very, very faint. I don't really know what to talk about. Sorry. We can still watch the end of everything together. If you want to. I'll be here. Forever. She gives you an empty smile. It was right all along. She fades away into this void of sky that she describes. And yet I am still very apparent no matter what shade glosses over my figure. And I begin to question myself, what am I? And what does this mean for me? I will now leave her to her own devices. In the end, she was right. The world is ending, but there's still more time. We still have more time here. There's many pigments, there's many fractures, and there's not much black in this world anymore. But was it always meant to be black? What if this is the normalcy? What if the sky was in fact blue as this shade of Nyan? I can barely make out what's in front of me. All I know is that these colors are ever present now. There doesn't seem to be much black left. And I'm not sure if I can even make out my waypoint. There's a bit of black here. I can stop and collect myself and follow the path. Because after all, it's the end of the world, and at the end of time, what really matters? I'm back in the colors now, and we continue on. Less than a half hour left. Less than a half hour left, perhaps, in this video. Who knows? This is absolutely gorgeous, I must say. This is different. This is just straight up different. I am very much invested in this. What is there left to see? I almost feel bad for not listening to everyone out the first few times. What is that? What is this? What is in front of me? I can't tell where I am, but am I close enough? There's a bunch of paper on the ground. There's stuff written on them. What does it say? What can we read? You pick up a piece of paper. A poet. A poet is not someone who writes a good poem. That's all it says. What about another piece of paper? Is there another? Is there more? Turn me on. Let me load. Wait a bit. Let it go. Open up your life's dreams. You're in luck. The future's here. In your heart, in your soul. The surface of the moon. The core of the sun. So long we dreamed. We wanted to fly. Now, let's go. Come up to the skies. We were so weak. We were so small. But we got this far. And we fought this hard. And God knows we won't give up now. We've seen the lights. We're fooling death. We stole her scythe. She can't reach us now. We're now half alive. This time, let's go up instead of down. In the last few lines have long spaces between them. You pick up another piece of paper. It's the words, "I'm so tired," repeated many times. Many of the repetitions are misspelled. There's nothing else written down in it. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You pick up another piece of paper. Hey, I just wanted to tell you. I'm sorry I left you hanging. I found out some stuff. I'm not sure if I'll be able to keep sending those. I hope you're safe, and I hope you get better soon. You'll get out of this. I promise. You'll find people who like you the way you are. I love you. Always have, always will, until my last breath. I always wanted to say it more, but it felt too cheesy. Not really worried about that anymore. Just, I hope you know, I love you. You're gonna be okay. There's a picture of us inside the envelope. Take good care of it. When you come here, do your best to find me, and I'll do my best to find you. V. On the corner of the paper, there's a stick figure drawing of two girls. One of them has a black skirt and the other one has an orange skirt. There's a black heart above them. There's also a very old photograph on the other side. Two girls similar to the ones in the drawing. One of them has pigtails, the other, her face is worn off. There's something very unsettling about her. Done looking at it. What else is there? You pick up another piece of paper. I am my past and my mirror is the future. Underneath it, it says, "Hey, past me." What the hell does that mean? That sentence is followed by many question marks. To the right of the text, there's a rough sketch of a girl looking at a bathroom sink mirror, leaning in and furrowing her brow. There are question marks around her, drawn with colorful glitter ink. That's the whole page. Lovely. Is there anything else for me to look at? Yes. Let's continue. Let's continue. Oh, but my curiosity piques me. My curiosity. Oh, I can't even make out what's there anymore. I guess we've moved on. I guess I've lost my place. Are we all going to lose our place at some point in our lives? I think so. Sometimes I wonder if I've lost mine. But eventually the real you does come out. No matter how hard you try and suppress how you are, or try to change yourself for some gain, for someone, for something, at your core, you are all of your experiences in life, and those things shape you into someone unique, I would say. That's not to say that you're not capable of change, as we should all strive to be better than how we were before. But sometimes better isn't always good. You know? And better, I think, in itself is subjective. And I think it's very individualistic for all of us. You know? It seems like I'm just kind of rambling, but there's a point that I'm trying to get across. I don't know if I got it across, but I think for the most part... Oh, it's a little bee! It's a little bee! Hello, how are you? Hello. My mom just texted me. She had the beginning of an abortion while pregnant with me. Oh man. Oh, yeah. Trigger warning for talks of abortion and stuff like that. Please don't worry about me. I'm as good as I can be. Oh God. Okay. Well, we continue. That is horrifying. But it is a choice. I will stand. Listen. You're not going to get me to move on that. It is choice. What is left of this world? We have 22 minutes. It feels like the first 30 minutes went by so fast, and yet time is starting to slow down. This is what I'm experiencing with this. It feels like the last 10 minutes have been so long, and yet there's already been regrets that I've had with the papers. I wish I had read more. But I guess in the end, it's not really going to matter, is it? Everything will end in 0 in 21 minutes and 25 seconds. I'm still on the right path. I can barely make it out anymore. I have to stick with the color fragments in order to know where I'm going. The white just whites everything out, and I am lost. And I have no idea where anything is. I've lost my path. This is the world ending. The purpose, the path, the interactions with everyone, they're all going to be gone. I'm not going to know which way to go. I'm not going to know where anything is. It'll just be a void. It's going to be a desert out there. The painting of my memories that I've known my entire life is slowly turning And eventually I won't even remember what the painting was anymore. I'll just know the back of it and know that there was once something there. But it's not there anymore. The only indicator I have is to go up. Hopefully something will meet me there in order to steer me in the right direction. Yellow, please. Oh, this is getting tough. Hello there. What are you? I can't even see you. Hi there, lady. Would you be interested in a teaspoon of wax? We Pinky promise to have nothing but the highest quality, lowest price, organic and locally sourced wax. That's our motto, yes sir. Our Wax Plus package has everything you need to get started. A cup of wax, a pair of ultra-fashionable gloves, a matter transmuter, and a warm hug. Wait, you don't think it's useful? That's so silly! Just think about it this way. You're getting ready for a really, really, really important speech you have to give. And you have written a beautiful poem, a heartfelt story, and a handful of incredible arguments for it. But the most important thing is, you're wearing the suit your best friend gave you for this special occasion. And that means you feel more confident than ever because it reminds you that even if you say something wrong or fall on stage or something, that there's still someone who's going to support you every step of the way. But oh no! When you're just about to leave, it gets caught in a door handle and opens up. That's awful. But there's no need to fear, for your wax is here. It can fix the rip right up. All you need to do is put your suit in the matter transmuter and fuel it up with just a drop of wax. And it'll be good as new. That's the power of wax. Dog, this is how you want to spend your last 18 minutes and 35 seconds on this earth. Oh, you're interested now. My story works. That's awesome. Now, what about this? Because I think you're really cool, I'll cut you a deal. You can get the Wax Plus package and just pay for the wax. That's right. Even my hug's gonna be free. It's the steal of the century. So what do you say about that? I say that my world is fading very fast, and I'm not sure if I'm interested in your wares, sir. Oh, you don't have any money? Oh, well, go fuck off then, I guess. I'm afraid I only have so much wax I can give out for free. I kind of need to make a profit, or else I won't be able to get more wax for myself. There's really not a lot of good old me left. But hey, don't feel blue. I can still give you a hug. Here. At least I got a hug out of it. Oh God. I don't have arms anymore. That is the most horrific thing that I think I've ever read. I think that's awful. That is ooh man. Ooh boy. That's right. They fell down a few sails ago. It's so it's okay. I'm gonna get through this, and you're gonna get your hug. Let me just. There's nothing left. There's nothing here. He's gone. Okay. I just called my bestest friend in the world, and guess what? She has a bunch of wax of her own. Turns out she was an early investor, so she has a ton of this stuff. Who knew? And the best thing is, she's coming here right now. That's right, right now. And she's even bringing me brand new arms too. And she says it's only gonna take 1 hour. Hey buddy, hey man. Hey man, I got news for you. I don't know if you know this, but that's what she said. 1 hour, not a second more, not a second less. 1 hour, 60 minutes, 3,600 seconds. And unless something really out of the ordinary happens in the next hour, we have nothing to fear. Absolutely nothing at all. And since the chances of that are astronomically small, we can sit here and relax until she arrives. Dreams really do come true. You're getting a hug and your wax. Dude, I don't think if you... I'm not sure if you grasp the situation that we're in right now. She smiles at you. Well, alright buddy. I have trace amounts of what's left. I'm going to continue to move now. I can only hope to catch glimpses of the things that I can remember. Which direction I even need to go in. I have to hope. I have to hope that I can run into a color. Oh god, for the next 50... Is this my life for the next 15 minutes? There's no way. Wait. Wait. Can I see things within myself? Oh god. Oh god. Well, hey guys, I think it's a desert out there. Oh, I wish I listened to everyone's conversations, but I think that kind of spent up all the color that I have. And now for the next 14 minutes and 48 seconds, I'll just be waiting the end of the world. I can only hope that I can run into a color. A semblance of where to go. My indicator doesn't seem to be pointing me in any direction. Do I wait? Or do I keep moving? It's very silent now. The music has stopped. There's still 14 minutes and 20... Oh, I've lost my ability to fucking count the time out. There seems to be not much left. What is this? What is this place? Color, please! I just need to catch a glimpse of it. In order to know where it is I need to go. Oh god, this is terrifying. Everything's gone. There's still more people to talk to. Color, please! It keeps passing me by. I'm missing everything. Oh lord. Is this the empty nothingness? Guess I can hope for something in the diagonal direction. You can't tell right now, but I'm going southwest. Ooh, there's a glimpse. We lost it. There's not much more time. I don't even know how far I've gone. What is that noise? What is that? What is happening? I can't tell. It's very subtle, it's very silent. What is that? I seem to be getting... I think there's a direction to the sound. I'm gonna... If I go down, it is getting slightly louder. To my left, to my right? It sounds like it's to my left. It's getting louder. It's getting louder the farther I go. God. Oh God, it's... Oh God, it's multiplying. What have I done? What? Wait, what? What is happening? What is this? It's... I can see where to go. But what is this? What am I? What have I become? Am I but an apparition? Hi. What? So... Long way up, huh? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is a long way up. We might be here for a minute. You want to hear a funny story? In the meantime? I'd love to. I'd love to hear a funny story. Okay, so... I've always been kind of weird. Like, I never had a whole lot of friends. Never was good at making them. And most all of my childhood was spent indoors, alone. How my parents weren't particularly good at parenting didn't help me make friends either. I feel that. And I noticed there's something that happens when you're a very lonely kid with mental disorders and you're not close to your parents and you're inside all day. You consume media. I have a similar story. With me, that was books and games and let's plays, so I don't think it should come as a surprise that I've always been the creative type. Are we the same person? Like, when I was a kid and I still played with toys, there would always be those overarching stories. It was almost lore-like. Toys would only know about certain other toys. There were villain to hero arcs that took months to complete. And when a character left for one reason or another, I wouldn't play with them again unless I found a good excuse to do so. I was the same way with my Legos, like they all had their own like little things. Anyway, somewhere around 2012 I found a lot of people making videos on this game. You know which game I'm talking about. That game. And among the probably thousands of videos about it I've watched, one series stood out. It was a handful of people that were recording a show in the game with mystery and horror and action and character arcs and everything. It was Minecraft. It was clearly Minecraft. But that wasn't all that caught my attention. Half of why it intrigued me so much was that it was so amateurish. It was made by, give or take, 4 people, just teenagers, clearly doing it just for fun. The audio had pops, the game's graphics were set to low, and there was this stretched out JPEG of a camera overlay on top of everything. It was kind of a mess, in parts. but it still had mystery and horror and action and character arcs. Yeah, the whole anyone can just record a movie if they feel like it thing seems pretty obvious now, but it blew my stupid 9-year-old mind to smithereens. Suddenly, stories weren't those things that just popped into existence out of nowhere. Suddenly, they were made by people. People like me. I could write a story. So I grabbed this big notebook and I started writing a story about me and my 2 friends being sucked into the game I liked and having to survive and find a way out. Not exactly revolutionary, but something. I did something similar. I wrote like a whole novel series about me and my friends having powers. I kept writing and it never stopped. Slowly the story stopped being about the game and it started being about just random people who had to work together. And then it started being about people who were just different. And it started to just being about people. But the thing is, I wasn't really actually writing anything. I was mostly daydreaming, thinking about what it would look like when I finally got around to it. And I want to say that this is because I had this great high-budget vision of what my stories would be, and I couldn't settle for anything else. But the truth was actually that I was just scared. I didn't have friends. My parents were distant. I wasn't exactly rich. It might seem overly dramatic, but I always genuinely felt like making stuff was my only way out of this mess, both literally and psychologically. But what if I told the story and it wasn't as good as I had it in my head? What if people hated it? What if I became popular for all the wrong reasons? What if I became the internet's next punching bag? No, I couldn't. It would have been so much too much. So I didn't write anything for years. I just couldn't stop myself from planning, from dreaming of people and scenes and places and everything. But after some time, that starts to weigh on you. It doesn't matter how beautiful your stories are in your head. They're meant to be told. If nobody hears them, then what's the point? Man, I'm so afraid. But I'm so tired. I'm so tired of being afraid. I'm so tired of being afraid of what other people think of the things I make. I'm so tired of being afraid of being a failure. I'm so tired of being afraid of doing something that doesn't connect with people. I'm so tired of not making anything. So finally, here's something. Something you can see, something you can read, something you can hear. I don't know what you'll think of it. I don't know how well it'll do. I don't know if I'll be forgotten right after you press quit. I don't know if it's something good. But I know it's something. It exists. I was so tired of it not existing. I was so tired of being the guy who wants to make something. I was so tired of being a zero. I was so tired of being a ghost. It's the door. This is all we have. Not over yet. Everything ends in 0. What? Use the mouse to look. What? What is this? Is this the door? What am I looking at? Where am I heading? Am I getting closer? What is this? I can't tell. I can't tell what's going on here. Is this the end of the world? Is this what it looks like? It's almost like an opera. I am getting closer. What is this? Where am I heading? What is this place? Navigation. Is that it? Oh. We're here. It's the door. The funny thing about doors is that they hold so much potential. There could be a whole other universe behind it. We'll never know unless we look into that door, but the door itself is a gateway to anything. Doors are fascinating in that way. Will you be there with me when we go through it? I guess that's it. It's a thing, and it is a thing by Find Aiden. That was... Dude, Made with Hope by Aiden Universe. Made with Time by the broadcaster. This was absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how to fully describe it. But this was definitely an experience. And I hope you can hear me, but we live almost similar lives in terms of creative types. I'm just gonna let these credits play, because I have some things to say about it.
It'll be okay. And we hope it'll be
Holy crap.
okay. And we hope it'll be okay. And we hope it'll be
For going through this with me. You're the only one who inspires me to push further. You're why I can do this at all. Dude. Oh my god. And there was so much more that I didn't see. You unlocked Zen mode? Zen mode! I can go and talk to people? Oh man, I am gonna be... Listen, I'm gonna be... we're gonna return. We will return to this. But, speaking to the developer, Find Aiden, I feel similar. Yes, it's over. Yes, I get it. It is over. Please don't sigh into my face. It's unhygienic. Fuck you, dude. But yeah, I definitely feel that with having a childhood that wasn't exactly it wasn't bad, but it wasn't too great either. I didn't have mental disorders per se, but I definitely was raised on media. I was raised on books, imaginative things in my head, TV, music, YouTube, Let's Plays, creators, creative types, everything like that. That has all been something that has been... those are all things that have shaped me to be the person that I am today before you all. And I literally cried like going through that read, because I also felt that way about being scared about... I've always wanted to create stuff. Throughout my entire life, I've always created things, whether it be like stop motion animation with my Legos, or like writing my feelings, writing novels, like writing a whole novel series about me and my friends, and this like stupid trope about like heroes and stuff. These are all things that I've like spent my time doing, but none of it ever like saw the light of day, other than maybe like a couple of pieces that I played at my school. And so YouTube has been something that has been my creative outlet for everyone that has followed me thus far, and it has been an amazing journey. And one night I literally sat down and just said, I can do this. I can literally do this. And now here we are meeting by me playing your game, and I think that's something that's beautiful, that we are able to find each other in that way. Anyway, there's one other thing I wanted to say. I have crippling, inattentive ADHD. I'm also physically disabled. And this project has been hell to work on. I worked on it for 2,000 hours over the course of a year. It was finished and released 2 years ago, but I'm typing dialogue into this screen at this exact moment. It simply won't die, but I don't want it to. That being said, I'm tired. I can't do this anymore. I've gotten to the point where just thinking critically about some bugs in this game literally make me almost immediately break down into tears. Props to the other solo devs and solo animators and solo creators out there, but I'm built different. Dude. Literally, I'm built worse. I'm glad that it's something that we can come to accept about ourselves. And where we have shortcomings is where we can also seek out those that we can work with as a team and rise above them. At the time of writing, it's possible I may be dying, and no doctors know what's happening. The reason I bring this up is because on the original release of the game, the text you're reading right now read something different. It said stuff that no longer makes sense on the build you're playing right now, due to reasons that are, all in all, pretty boring and reasonably sensible, but that I still don't think I'm allowed to say. So I gotta change this to match. That, and I promise I'd put this in the game's credits, but because the credits sequence wasn't even rendered with an actual video editor, and I'm all out of wick to burn and just trying to find a way to set wax on fire, I gotta put it somewhere else, so here goes. This thing is dedicated to Violet, or Tanger. She single-handedly paid for the Steam port of Everything Ends in Zero. Thanks. Yes, that is her actual name, Violet. We live in a poem. She also explicitly said she'd promote the game once it was on Steam, and I'm 1000% shamelessly going to hold her up to this publicly. I could really do with an active audience right now. I could really do with an active audience right now. That's it. Find it in... Oh, also the support button on the main menu now leads straight into a link tree with my stuff. Please check it out. You don't gotta give me money if you don't have it. You have absolutely no idea how much just watching and especially commenting is motivating. You're not a view, a like, or a dollar to make art with no response is to tell jokes with no laughter. So please, whatever you do, regardless of if you do it to me or someone else, let artists know when you like their stuff. You have no idea how much more fuel is in a positive comment than a dollar. I believe that wholeheartedly. I'll say it again, because I want it to stick. You have no idea how much more fuel is in a positive comment than a dollar. Absolutely. No, you don't have to tell me twice. Everyone who has watched and followed and supported me, like all of your comments, no matter how generic my responses are, because I can't think of unique things to say to everybody. I really do appreciate all of the positivity that I've had along this journey, and I would rather have your positivity than to just throw money at me and insult me or turn me into a meme or like a punching bag or whatever. Because at the end of the day, like, we are humans trying to connect with other humans, and that's how it's going to be for all of time. We are social creatures. Now, between the two of us, everything ends in zero. That has been an experience. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I will be back to play more of this game. Unfortunately, I don't have time right now, but we are going to be back for this. We are going to return, because this has been an amazing experience. I hope you guys have enjoyed this experience with me. I don't normally say this, but I do agree. Please leave comments down below on what you think. If they're positive, that's great. If they're negative, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna get rid of them. Like, we'll just have a discourse about it. But yeah, drop a like, subscribe. I don't think I've ever said that before, but I just thought I would say it for this moment. Yeah, so that has been Everything Ends with Zero. I will see you guys for the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.